Hi, I'm Matthew Lapp, host of Matthew Lapp Train Guy Segment Show. Also today in this segment, I'm at the National New York Central Railroad Museum in Elkhart, Indiana. The National New York Central Railroad Museum is located on 721 South Main Street in Elkhart, Indiana, and is open if you check the web for the hours. The museum was founded in 1987, and the museum is a preservation site of both local and national railroad heritage pertaining to the New York Central system. The New York Central was once the second largest railroad in the United States, with 11,000 route miles of track in 11 states and 2 Canadian provinces. Elkhart, Indiana is a natural home for the museum. The first railroad to arrive was the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railroad in 1833, and the New York Central gained control of the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railroad in 1914. Also, the museum is housed in an old freight house, and the freight house was built in 1907 by the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railway. The museum is dedicated to the New York Central Railroad. However, the museum is also dedicated to collecting material of more general historic railroad interest. The New York Central's Robert R. Young Yard, which is now the Norfolk Southern Railway's Elkhart Yard and is the largest railroad freight classification yard east of the Mississippi River. The National New York Central Railroad Museum has exhibits in the old freight house, and also it has a Lionel O-scale model railroad as well. And also the museum grounds has pieces of railroad equipment on display, and most of them you'll find are mostly former New York Central equipment, and some from different railroads as well. Also, there is a miniature train you can ride and is only operated on select days throughout the week, and is a 2-foot gauge train known as the Nibco Express, and is likely used mostly in the summer as well. Also, the Amtrak passenger trains stop at the station daily, and the trains that make stops are the Capital Limited, which runs between Chicago and Washington, D.C., and the Lakeshore Limited, which travels between New York City or Boston, Massachusetts. And also the tracks, like I mentioned, were owned by the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railroad till the New York Central. Then the tracks were later owned by the Penn Central, which the New York Central and Pennsylvania Railroad merged to create that railroad in 1968. Then in 1974, Conrail took control of the Penn Central, and then Norfolk Southern bought portions of the Conrail system as well. And today, the tracks that go by the museum are owned by Norfolk Southern as well.